Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, September 17th through Sunday, September 23rd, 2018. Just a reminder, we're now mid-month into this month of September, so if you haven't already seen the monthly angel card reading for the whole month of September, be sure to go onto my YouTube channel under Colleen Lemma and watch that to get a whole overview energetically and astrologically, as well as messages from our angels and guides for the month. So for this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Power Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine for the main message. And your special message card, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Magical Messages from the Fairies deck. So let's start by looking at what your stones of choice are. Now this week we're actually going to be, later in the week, entering the realm of Libra energy. So I chose 3 stones that to me exemplify that Libra energy of relationships and partnerships. Now this first stone is actually a pair of stones. As you can see, they're both similar, and this is 2 raw pieces of garnet. So it's a pair of garnets here. And this garnet energy is a stone of relationships, as all of these stones are. It's a stone that really deals with deep passion. It deals with commitment. It deals with the idea of sexuality or sensuality. So there's a lot of that deep, almost Scorpio kind of energies that's mixed with that Libra energy of, again, romantic partnerships, commitment in, and passion. All right, your second stone of choice is this beautiful pink rose heart. Rose quartz, of course, is also a stone of relationships, and it's more of that idea of fun, light, caring, nurturing, romantic, kind of that soft love energy. Now, this is also an energy of self-love as well. So it helps to bring an individual sense of peace and serenity. Again, loving oneself, respecting oneself, as well as that romantic kind of love. And then your last stone of choice is this beautiful double terminated clear quartz crystal. And what's interesting about this one is that this double terminated clear quartz crystal has a single point on this end. I don't know if you can see that, and it might be more difficult to see, but on the other end it's got a double point, which I've never seen before, except for with this crystal. I'm sure maybe some of you may have seen one or even own one, but in actuality, rather than having one point on this end and one point on this end, it has a point here and 2 points over here. And now to me, just meditating with this stone and listening to the messages from it, it to me feels like it's this energy coming from the single point of universal love, or, you know, God love that comes in through this point and move towards the center of the crystal. And on the other end of the crystal, we have 2 soulmate energies, or if you want to call it twin flame energies, coming in through the double point and again merging into the center of this crystal with that universal God source energy, unconditional love. So I also want to make mention that if you're not choosing a stone based on relationship matters, these stones obviously have intentions for people, you know, that are single or already in a relationship. This going to be about commitment is also, you know, about focus, passion for your life, passion for your destiny path, commitment to one's path, etc. This one here with the rose quartz is going to be that, again, that peace and that nurturing, that kind of unconditional love, that soft divine feminine energy that is about surrendering and allowing. And then of course the double terminated point crystal, or I should say triple terminated point crystal here, is going to be energies coming in from all different directions, or you could almost say opportunities coming in from all different directions of time and space. So again, you have a choice to choose it based on relationship matters or just life matters. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the astrology for the week. There's actually a bit going on here. On Tuesday the 18th, we have Mars, the planet that rules energy and action and forward movement, which just recently re-entered the sign of Aquarius way back in May of this year. Mars went into Aquarius, but it went retrograde. It went into retrograde motion. And so it retrograded back for a time into Capricorn, and it's just again recently gone back into Aquarius. So it's going to be reactivating that fiery planet of Mars energy with that air quality of Aquarius so that things can really start picking up speed and moving. The interesting thing about Mars squaring Uranus on Tuesday the 18th is that this is the third time, because of Mars retrograde motion, that these two planets have come into connection in that way. Now the first time was on May 16th, and the second time was on August 1st. Now we have the third and final time that Mars in Aquarius will be challenging or in a square aspect to Uranus in Taurus. So what is this all about? Mars again being about energy and forward movement. Uranus is about awakening changes, or it's about freedom, or it's about redirection, or it's about surprising energies, unexpected energies happening. So especially Mars being an activator planet, you might look to the day before and the day after. So I want to even go as far back as Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, when it's exact, and maybe even Wednesday, that this energy is setting off some sort of change, some sort of redirection, again, some sort of possible unexpected event or situation. So, be aware, have your eyes open, and just, it's not a scary thing per se, but be aware of what's going on around you. Be aware of any opportunities coming in. Be aware of, travel, especially because Mars does in some ways move travel as it rules forward movement. You don't want any surprises on the road, but it could be an unexpected meeting, chance meeting, could be anything that happens. But with a square aspect, it usually poses some sort of a challenge, or again, something that's surprising and unexpected in a way where we have to take time before we can look back upon it and say, wow, okay, now I see why that happened, okay? That's the nicest way I can say that. And then again, it's not a scary thing, but just be aware of things being redirected. It's almost like higher universal energies really redirecting us on our path in some way, shape, or form. On Thursday the 20th, the Sun and Mercury, both in the sign of Virgo right now, are coming together in what's called a conjunction energy. Now, Virgo energy is about using discernment. Virgo energy is about organizing things, making a list, taking small steps towards your goals, analyzing something, really using logic to come up with ideas or make decisions. And Mercury is that planet that rules our thoughts and our ideas and our communications. And the Sun is shining its light in Virgo upon that Mercury energy in Virgo and highlighting something. So highlighting some sort of communications with others, possibly highlighting your own thoughts and ideas regarding something, highlighting a time of the week to, again, organize yourself, make a plan, make a list if you have to, take some sort of small step towards something that you wish to manifest. On Friday and Saturday, the 21st and 22nd, Mercury moves out of Virgo and moves into Libra, and then on the 22nd, Saturday, the Sun follows suit and moves out of Virgo and into Libra. So now we have both Mercury and the Sun in that Libra energy, and we're starting to move into that time of Libra, which is about partnerships, relationships, balance, harmony, compromise, being diplomatic, having things be equal and fair. On Sunday, the 23rd, Mercury, which is again now in Libra, this is going to be in a challenging aspect to Saturn, which can be the planet of limitation and restriction, but also the planet that rules teaching certain karmic lessons, also the planet that rules manifestation or something taking form. Saturn is also about responsibility. After Mercury challenges Saturn in the very same day on Sunday, it then makes a positive aspect to Mars, which again is now in that sign of Aquarius. So, that first aspect with Mercury challenging Saturn might be a little frustrating. We might feel frustrated mentally, or we might have some sort of difficult or challenging communication with somebody earlier in the day on Sunday. But then as it moves on and it makes that positive aspect to Mars, then I feel like there's something that breaks loose or breaks free. Again, Aquarius, where Mars is, Aquarius rules freedom, it rules independence, it rules innovation, kind of new ideas. So I feel like there's something that breaks loose or breaks free after that first kind of frustrating energy on Sunday. As Mercury then connects with Mars, something can then move forward. Something, communication runs more smoothly, or you're able to resolve differences, something of that nature as we're moving with that energy. Now, just a little heads up, as we move into next week's weekly reading, on Monday, the 24th, we're actually going to have a full moon. And I just want to mention it ahead of time because obviously here we are on Sunday, and then Monday we're building up to, Saturday and Sunday of this week, we're building up to that full moon. The full moon is at 2 degrees of Aries, which means the sun is at 2 degrees of Libra. This is considered the harvest moon. This is when we start to bring in the harvest of the seeds that we planted during the spring equinox, which brings up another point that I forgot to mention. When the sun moves into Libra on the 22nd, this is the fall equinox, which again signifies the beginning of harvesting the blessings of the seeds that you planted back on the spring equinox. So I just wanted to give you that little heads up that we're building up to that full moon, harvest moon on Monday. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides for the week. The first card here, Queen of Gabriel. And the traditional tarot, this is the Queen of Fire. And this card says passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. And at the bottom it says you can do anything right now. I love that. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. Now, this could be somebody that emulates the Queen of Gabriel or Queen of Fire qualities that's coming into your life, a strong woman, a passionate woman, an energetic woman, a creative woman. This can also be qualities within yourself that you are either, putting out into the world, or that your angels and guides are asking you to kind of merge with and to illuminate within yourself. So again, this is creative and energetic, strong, passionate, independent. This is like the businesswoman who gets things done. This is the woman who is, and the queen is always loving and nurturing, but in the sign of Gabriel, or in the sign of fire, the element of fire, she's very strong as well. She can take care of herself. She can get the job done. She can be a leader. She does what's needing to be done. And again, I just love the energy of this card. We're dealing with being able to do anything and going after what we want. So I feel like we're turning a corner here, from the past few weeks, from the past few months, and some of the stagnation that we've felt with the past energies, with some of the changes and redirections that we've had with the July and August eclipses, which are still in effect, by the way. But now we're turning some sort of corner, I feel. I feel like we're getting into more positive energy. We're again into this harvest energy. It's, opening yourself up to the blessings that are coming to you from the universe. Let's go ahead though and take a look at the next card and see what more we have to say about this. Okay, the Ten of Ariel. This is a very positive card as well. The Ten of Ariel, the Ariel suit is the suit of pentacles, discs, or earth in the traditional tarot. And the message at the bottom says, there is so very much to be grateful for, financial success and the promise of retirement. And then it says, a rich and rewarding family life. So the number 10, this is the last of the minor arcana before we get to the court cards, the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. So we're getting to the end of something. We're coming into the culmination of something here. And this is, again, a culmination of something that's very, very good and prosperous. This is like the 10 of earth. The suit of earth, the suit of pentacles or discs, is about earthly energies, material energies, financial energies, career-based energies, things that we on this earth plane look at as tangible, that that we're kind of working towards. We're working towards expanding our career. We're working towards building a home for the future for ourselves and our family. We're looking towards having financial prosperity so that we can sustain ourselves through our lives and through the lives of our families. So again, this is like the culmination of positive energies here in that realm. And coming off of that first card, the Queen of Gabriel, again, we're having this energy of blessings, positivity, feeling good, feeling abundant, feeling like things are starting to go our way. Now, this could be signifying a very good and prosperous week for you all. This could be that the Mars challenging Uranus, or squaring Uranus, if you will, is bringing in some sort of positive redirection. It might pose itself as a challenge, but in the end, it's a positive redirection. All redirections are positive anyway, but there might be something coming in that at first might appear challenging, but is not really that it's really leading us towards where we need to go. But nonetheless, whether this is abundance and prosperity and blessings coming in this week, or if this is the beginning of that energy, which is what I mentioned before, I feel like this is the beginning of an energy that over the next few weeks we'll start to see that unfold more and more. But let's go ahead and take a look at the last card. Maybe we can kind of round out the message from our angels and guides here. Wow, the Magician card, Major Arcana number 1, the Magician. Ones are about new beginnings. Ones are about fresh starts. Ones are about planting new seeds, even though I said we're now entering that realm of Libra on the 22nd, which brings in the fall equinox, which is about the harvest of the blessings of the seeds that we've already planted. But here the Magician is saying we're getting ready for new beginnings as well. So I feel like, again, this is a new beginning of a positive energy, and not that past energies were negative, but they might have seemed a little bit more challenging. So I feel like we can move more into the realm of positivity and magic and creation. This is ruled by Archangel Raziel. Archangel Raziel is, to me, like the Merlin magician kind of archangel. He deals with divine magic. He deals with alchemy. He deals with esoteric wisdom and knowledge, increasing and heightening your psychic senses and that kind of thing. And the message at the bottom says you can manifest the life you want. It says what you need will magically appear, successful beginnings. Now, isn't that interesting that the first card, the Queen of Gabriel, says you can do anything right now, and this card, the Magician, says you can manifest the life you want. So this is, again, a very positive message for the week of utilizing the magical energy of the universe, the magical energy of your intentions. In fact, as we're leading up to that harvest full moon on Monday, the 24th, you want to start getting your intentions and start putting them out there. Write them down on paper, speak them. You can do this not just the day of the full moon, but the days leading up to the full moon as the energy is becoming bigger and brighter and more powerful. So I feel like this is something that we really need to do, is really get ready to put out our intentions during this harvest full moon that's coming up for next week, Monday. Let me see if there's anything else. I just feel like, they're saying pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I mean, it's almost like some rainbow energies in this card. So they gave me the phrase pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Now, again, this may take some time. That rainbow energy, just keep following it. Keep following that hope. Keep having trust. Keep having faith that you're being led in the right direction to come upon the abundance and prosperity, the manifestation of those things in your life that you're looking to create, that you're looking to have take shape and form in your lives. So very positive message, love it, for this week. Let's take a look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. So giving these a little bit of a shuffle, and the first stone was the set of raw garnet. And so this one, it says, admit your true feelings to yourself. And the message says, be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So I feel like some of you that chose the raw garnet, maybe you're in a situation, a circumstance, a relationship, a job, you know, whatever it might be that maybe you're not truly comfortable with. Maybe it's not truly fulfilling you in some way. And there has been some changes along the way through these past few months, but yet you might still find yourself in that situation or not, you know, not totally removed from it. So I feel like you're needing to really admit what you truly want in your life. You know, what kind of job do you want? What kind of career do you want? What kind of relationship do you want? What kind of qualities in the relationship? It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to leave the relationship if you're in one, but that there definitely maybe needs to be some communication and some changes within the relationship, especially as we move into the Libra energy now coming up, where things need to be balanced and equal and fair. Also, I feel like, let's see, what was it? They're talking about, well, they're showing me right now just taking some time in meditation and contemplation, that maybe some of you are confused as to what you really want, that you kind of vacillate. So I feel like you're vacillating. One day you might think you want this, and then the next day you think you want something else, and you're just not sure what to do. So they're saying to take some time in alone contemplation, meditation time, to really tune in to your higher soul self. And you can call in your angels and guides too, to help to kind of show you or direct you or give you a verbal message in your ear as to what's in your highest and best interest. And in that way to connect you with, you know, again, what your true feelings are, and really being honest with yourself. I feel like this is also about being honest with some other people in your life as well. Okay? All right. So the people that chose the rose quartz heart, let's give this a little shuffle. This one's calling my attention, rose quartz heart people. Wow, love life. Okay. So it says, the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So if you've had a hope, a dream, or a wish, if you're in a relationship, but there's some things within it that need to be changed, it sounds like that's going to be happening. Or if you're not in a relationship and you desire one, it sounds like that's on the way as well. Now they're also saying with some of you that are already in the relationship but are just looking for some changes within that relationship, I feel like, again, communication is a big thing. You know, I was going to say that, you know, the changes can't magically appear, although, of course, with the magician, it indicates there is some magic that's assisting us. However, you know, some of this is about really communicating your thoughts, your feelings, your truth with the other person in the relationship. You know, we are very psychic individuals. We are very intuitive by nature, but we can't always read each other's minds, so to speak. So it's important that you relay what your truth is to the other person, because they might not know. They might not know that there's anything bothering you or that there's anything challenging going on. Now, maybe they do, but in a lot of cases, they are not aware of that. I feel like they're showing, you know, again, for those of you that are single, that Cupid is kind of shooting his arrow at you, you know, so to speak. That's metaphoric, of course. And that, again, they're saying put out your intentions. The sun is in Libra now. The harvest full moon is in the opposite sign. The moon is going to be in the opposite sign of Aries, which is the sign of the individual. So put your intentions, your individual intentions, out to the universe of what characteristics or what kind of partner you want, what kind of partnership do you want. They're also saying to be more lighthearted. Be more fun and lighthearted like a child. That's going to start to attract the positive energies within your love life and within your relationships. All right, and then for those of you that chose the double/triple terminated clear quartz crystal, let's give this a little shuffle. Asking to be shown, and actually this one right here is calling my attention, so let's pull that out. Daughter. Okay, this says the answer to your question involves your daughter. Now, obviously not everybody has a daughter that's getting this message. So this is also about your nieces. This is about your granddaughters. This is about that divine feminine energy as well. They're saying it's about children. It's about children or childlike energy. So on the one hand, again, if it's taken more literally, there's something perhaps going on with a daughter, a granddaughter, maybe even a sister, or a niece, again, a feminine person in your life that's needing some sort of attention, or that you're guiding, or perhaps is giving you some spiritual kind of information, and maybe in a way they're guiding you or teaching you. But this is also again about the divine feminine energy, and this is also again about that childlike energy that they want you to find within yourself. I feel like some of you have gotten maybe a little depressed, maybe feeling a little bit weary, maybe feeling a little tired. You know, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, up to 50s, 60s, 70s, that you are just feeling a little bit weary about some of the past circumstances that have been happening. And they want you to find that young, enthusiastic kind of energy again. That to me is that daughter energy, finding that young, enthusiastic, feminine, surrender, allow, be open to receiving the blessings of the universe. That's what the divine feminine is about. And that's what, to me, for those of you that it's not about an actual person, that it's about, again, kind of bringing in that younger, feminine, joyous, inspirational, you know, more glass half full, you know, kind of energy into your life, okay? All right, so I hope you've all had a wonderful September so far. I want to send you all lots of love and light. I want to send you all a big thank you for supporting me, your kind messages and comments, and sharing my videos, subscribing to the channel, watching my posts on Facebook and Instagram. Again, I send you all love and light and many, many angel blessings.